The European Union will leave the sovereign free alliance, that is the prime initial vision of Europe, where the various European people would retain their sovereignty, that is the freedom to decide for themselves, controlling their borders, deciding who comes in and who doesn't on their territory, will control their currency, to adapt their currency to their economy in order to avoid ending up with the situation that we know of mass unemployment and loss of competitiveness that Mr. Macron is trying to resolve by either cutting wages or defending an unemployment benefit system of social protection, or where the representatives of the French people, as part of democracy, will pass laws. They will have an authority above the directives that are imposed by commissioners of no one knows their name or their face, and no one has ever chosen, above all, and will regain economic sovereignty, economic patriotism, to give a boost to our French companies, intelligent protectionism, to put in place the locks that are necessary so that production doesn't compete with us through health dumping, social dumping, or environmental dumping. And of course, we'll have a control over our trade policy. I know that you're for CETA, for TAFTA, in fact, for free trade agreements that are imposed upon us and are not decided by us, that have serious consequences for farming, for our breeders, but also our industry, and also serious consequences in terms of health, because production that reach our market obviously are not subject to the same safety standards as those that apply to our own farmers, and obviously aimed at protecting the health of our fellow citizens. So I want to enter into negotiations in order to bring about this European alliance, to organize a conference of heads of state and governments rather similar to the Messina conference, to hold a constitutional referendum that I'd, of course, put to the vote of French people.
Do you know when for the referendum?
Constitutional referendum in September, specifically in September, where I'll indicate that every new law will have a superior authority above the European directives in terms of European precedent. In parallel, I'll put in place all measures that I can put in place immediately on the economic front, reducing costs, tax, increase, boosting small pensions, etc., because not everything depends on the EU, but key things are blocking us, preventing us from relaunching our economy. There's also the possibility, the Luxembourg Compromise, to go against European rules when vital interests of the country are at stake. I mean, I believe that's something that we need to be put in place in order to immediately put an end to the posted workers directive immediately, because it has serious consequences on jobs, and we must immediately take that decision. And let me end at last, after these negotiations, because I'll do nothing against the French people. I won't do what your socialist friends did in 2005. That is, the French voted no to the Constitution, and in spite of that, we said yes in their place. I'll turn to the French and I'll present the outcome negotiation. This is what I managed to obtain. Do you consider it's enough? Do you consider that it's not enough? And on that choice that will commit us for the future, crucial for the future of France. I'm a European. I want to save Europe, to wrench Europe from the hands of the EU that's killing it. I'll seek the views of the French people.